Alright, we've got the fuselage, the glue's dried on the fuselage, so we can take the rubber bands off. I just laid the hatch on there, make sure that fit, and this rear part of the fuselage isn't glued on. I'm waiting until the push rods get installed. So I'll take my weight off the fuselage, and now I can remove all these rubber bands. Okay, so I can remove the tape that's holding the bottom pieces in. Okay, so this is the plywood piece that I moved from this location back to this location for the landing gear for the floats. And then I reinforced this area on the inside with a second layer of plywood, 1/8" plywood, so I can mount the second support for the floats near the front firewall. Okay, so the next thing I've already got, I took this back plate off the motor and laid that on the front firewall and then marked where the holes should be drilled. Actually, I just clamped this down with a clamp and then drilled right through the holes that were on the motor mount. And then I'm going to attach these standoffs, and so they screw into through the firewall, and then I have a nut that can go on the back side that they can screw into. So there we go. Probably be taking these off. I may or may not take these off. I guess it depends on what I'm doing to finish the firewall. So I'm doing a electric motor conversion on this BT20. And this is the fourth standoff. These are 1-inch long standoffs, and I believe they're 832 threads. I had to drill the holes in the motor mount out just the next size bigger to get the number 8 screws through. Once everything is finished off, we can these standoffs can stay in the fuselage permanently. And if you need to remove the motor, you could just take the screws out of the front to remove the motor. So let's see, this has to go on here. There's the little flathead screws that came with the motor. Just get them started here. So these can be Loctite in. Just be careful when you do that not to get Loctite inside the motor or the bearing. Should drill a hole for the motor wires. For now, I'll just test mount it on there and just see how everything fits. The magnet. The screws don't need to be this long, but they're ones I had on hand, so I'm just going to use them. Keeps getting caught on the magnet. Well, you get the idea. That needs to get screwed on there, and then it brings our motor out far enough for the prop to clear the front of the fuselage.